Hi, I thought I'd challenge myself and do a tutorial on drum programming. I'm going to basically program the drum part, or the main drum part, from Rosanna by Toto. Normally I would do it with an electronic kit I just play it in, but I thought I'd do it by hand and I'd just explain how I go about it. So without going on and on, let's go into it. So first off, got a kick, snare and hi-hat. So it's a pearl kick drum, which Jeff Porcaro would have used. Pearl. This snare apparently was used on Africa, which I know is a different song. And then these hi-hats are paste, which Jeff would have also used. So I'm basically just going to sort of start off. So I'm going to use the grid editor. For those in the know, this song is a shuffle. So you can either do it sort of like 12/8 or 4/4 with triplets or 16th note triplets. So I've gone in that route. So you got where the cursor is your 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are your quarter notes. So first off, I'm just going to start off by doing the hi-hat. As I'm doing it by hand, I'm just going to basically put in the 8th notes, just to get myself started. Might be painful to watch. With a shuffle, your hi-hats, you basically got them on the 8th notes, but then you've also got them on the lets. So it's the same whether it's 8th note triplets or 16th note. Let's put them there. Now the other thing to know, you can see I'm taking the velocity down. Basically, if I'm playing a hi-hat pattern, whether straight or swung, you're going to get this sort of movement, this kind of swan necking, as one of my friends calls it. So you're getting a downstroke and then an upstroke. So it just sounds much more realistic. So I'll play. Now, if they're all the same velocity, it starts to sound fake as well. You can also see that I've actually taken the top notes down as well. So a lot of the time I see people programming, they'll have everything 127, and that just sounds quite fake to me. I mean, it's very rare if I'm playing that I'd actually hiss at full velocity. So having a drummer playing like that it just doesn't happen. So always bring your velocity down, I reckon, at least, I don't know, a quarter. So I've put in the hi-hats. Let's put in just a backbeat snare so we know where we are. I'm going to put the snare just slightly up. I'm going to put that on 2 and 4. I'm going to do 2 bars basically, so we get. It's going to start to sound a bit more normal. Yeah, I think the hi-hats are probably. I'm going to bring them down a bit more. I think that's going to be more realistic. I was wrong. Split the difference. I think maybe there could be a bit more of the difference between the loud and the quiet. Let's see if that. Yeah, that's all right. I'll do some more stuff and I'll come back to that once we've got everything else going. So I'm going to add in just the snare ghost notes. If you know the track well, you know it has this sort of continual bubbling groove. So let's put those in. So these are all on the trip of the beat. See if that sounds right. Yeah, starting to sound a bit more normal. Let's let's try this. So let's take those ghost notes and actually just put them on the off-center sample. So I'm going to put those back there. So it just, yeah, that sounds a bit more real to me. Hi-hat moved for some reason. Cool. Still sounds a bit weird because we haven't got the snare. So let's put that pattern in. So we've got this bow diddly figure, as Jeff called it. So bum, dum, bum, bum. So almost like a dotted eighth, but not quite because we're in triplets. Anyway, I'll get on with it. So this one there, and then we've got one on the up. Oh, I've done that wrong. There you go. Oh no, I had it right actually. You see, it's very easy when you're just looking at a grid. Very easy to get it sort of wrong. Let's just check that. Still not quite right because there's a little downbeat bass drum around here. Downbeat? No, it's not downbeat. Upbeat, if anything. So I'm going to use a really low velocity because you're getting this sort of ba-boom. And if you had it the same velocity, it would just sound rubbish. Okay, so that's starting to sound a bit more like it. Possibly that kick is a bit too much. Let's take that down a bit. Yeah. I think you could see what I mean there by the velocity. When it was further up, it was just starting to sound a little bit sampley because it was just whacking a real smack, which at first you think that sounds great. But after a while you're like, that doesn't sound like a real drummer. So also you notice the snare drums. Let's go back to the snare. I think these backbeat snares could be louder. You can actually get away putting the backbeat snare really quite loud. Partly our ears have got used to it with people sort of adding samples and stuff. But also, I mean, even if you're playing live, if you play the rest of the kit really quiet, but you whack the snare, it actually sounds quite sort of solid and people don't mind. It's this crashes and the stuff that people do, or sound engineers mind about. Anyway, I'm waffling. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, so that's sounding good to me. I thought I'd just share a little bit of sort of the randomize, what that can do. I mean, I know we all know what it does, but sometimes what I would do, even if I'd recorded like a drum pot on my electric kit, I'll quantize it, and then I'll sometimes add a bit of randomization. It depends. Sometimes I just don't quantize particularly hard, so you still get some of my original performance, but it kind of brings it all together. But this is sort of from the opposite way. So I'm just going to add like two. Have a little listen. I'm going to sort of toggle it back and forth. I mean, you can't. Now it starts to sound a bit like I'm drunk. You're getting into territory now. It's a bit J Dilla at this point. So I think somewhere around here just makes it breathe a bit. It's really subtle, but yeah, you kind of get the point. Yeah, so I hope that's helpful. Any questions, let let me know. But yeah.